So I have like 15 water cups at all times because like after I drink out of them for a day, there's always that little puddle at the bottom, and I don't trust that puddle.
Yeah, well, that's why I have that like cup with like the cap on it. But then like I bring it upstairs and I forget to bring it downstairs, and I bring it downstairs, forget to bring it upstairs. What I really need, my husband used to have it like in one of his like offices. It's just like, you know, those little, they like the water bottles that you sit on, like they like sit on a surface and they have a little spout. Like you can buy them at the grocery store. They're just like a water bottle that sit on their side, and then it's almost like a water cooler.
It's like a tiny water cooler?
Yeah, but it doesn't cool the water. Okay. It's just like...
It's just the... Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That'd be very convenient.
That would be nice.
I think someday I just want a water cooler up here.
That would be amazing. You'll have to fill it with those plastic fruit-shaped fake ice cube things from the 90s.
Would you like some plastic
fruit shapes, frozen fruit shapes?
Why do you have those? I do know.
Yeah. I had them too as a kid. I don't know. Like, no, they're full of toxins.
Yeah, I remember it was like so that the ice doesn't water down your drink, but then it never cooled it.
Yeah, and I drink it too fast for that to be a problem.
No. They do now make like whiskey rocks. And those I imagine work better, but I think that the ice melting is like a key part to the beverage cooling.
It is, yeah. Like you need to add the cool, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's how the heat escapes, is by melting the water. Anyway, I don't know. Something about physics.
Yeah, exactly. Something about physics. You're right. Hi, welcome to Two Lacquered Ladies, the podcast about nail polish and nail art by the ladies who stream it. I'm Stephanie, aka Fanaticure on every social media platform that matters. I'm an unprofessional nail artist, and I like to make fan art on my nails.
Howdy, my name is Danie, and you can find me as DanieShout online. I'm a science educator by day and a nail art hobbyist by night. On stream, I like to create scenes with themes on my nails.
All right. Well, welcome to another episode of Two Lacquered Ladies, everybody.
We're here. It's two of us. We're lacquered.
We're so lacquered. Right now, actually, I didn't mean to bring this up, but, well, you're not lacquered like this, but I'm lacquered for our friend Punch Buggy's birthday, which will have already happened. And we did some fluid nail art, which I love fluid nail art.
No, I'm very excited. How this all started is we set up a group Polish Posse calendar, and good old Punch Buggy put Punch is Old on on her birthday, November 3rd. So I was like, we should do a collab. We should do a collab of things she loves, which is purple and fluid art and smoosh manis and marble manis and just all the pretty things, and surprise her. So she doesn't know it's coming. I'm very excited to see her reaction, but yes, so that's what you get when you put your birthday on the Polish Posse calendar.
Yeah, I put my birthday on the Polish Posse calendar after I realized that. You've got to. Everyone's got to.
Yes. I think I might have added mine. I don't remember.
I hope you've added. Well, you should. I mean, yours isn't. Are you in April or March?
April.
Okay, we're both in April, so...
We're Aries Aprils, yes.
Yes. So maybe we'll get ours together. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Maybe we'll just make everybody work really hard and do a million manis.
That would be the Aries thing to do.
That would be the Aries thing to do. It's like, I don't care how busy you are this month.
No,
You're going to
do... my birthday.
It's my birthday. 2 manis. Both lacking dignity. In the fair Polish Posse. It's pretty funny seeing that everybody's manicure looks so very similar.
Yeah, because that's the thing with fluid art, right? It looks like fluid art every time.
Yeah. Well, I did some purple fluid art last night, and like I did it with like a darker purple and then like kind of like a hotter pink in there. Mm-hmm. And like that looked very different, but none of us went in those directions.
It was kind of funny how we all ended up doing very similar like light to dark purple schemes. But I still think it looks really nice. I think it'll be exciting to see all the cohesive ones together with different fingers.
Yeah, it'll look just like a very, like you said, a cohesive tableau of nails. Punch Buggy, though, was not able to join us for the Polish Posse group stream that happened.
Yes, we do one about every month at this point. It's still kind of a newer tradition we're working on, but we already have next month's theme planned, and everyone else I think is a little more excited than I am because I have never seen Twilight. Or I have, but I didn't know what was going on. I don't really know.
You're just so out of it that day. You were like, is this
what am I watching? Like,
movie?
I was so out of the loop when it came to Twilight that I didn't know. Like, I don't get all the jokes and stuff, but I'm here for a good time anyway.
Well, we are doing sparkly nails, and the theme is these are the nails of a killer, Bella. Because, and here's the thing, Dani, I also have not seen Twilight, but I do live on Tumblr, so I am very well versed in the memes. And I guess that there's a scene where Edward kind of holds his shirt open and he's glittery. And that's the skin of a killer, Bella.
I thought it was his eyes or something. I really don't know.
Yeah, no, the Twilight vampires sparkle.
Yeah, that part I knew. I remember because, see, I watched Twilight the same way I watched Avengers Endgame, and that was just through the memes.
Mm-hmm.
The memes people would post. I kind of figured out the plot points.
Yeah. I recently made a friend, shout out Nikki's Nails, who is obsessed with Twilight, obsessed with Supernatural, and obsessed with Vampire Diaries, but in the best way possible. And I told her about this collab, and she is just so stoked for it because she's like, you are speaking my language. And I love stopping in on her stream. So she's Nikki's Nails on Twitch, and then she's Nikki MP93 on Instagram. Yeah, the first time I went to her chat, her title was, "Did you just like nickname our daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?" Which I guess like Renesmee, which is the daughter of Bella and Edward, somebody calls her Nessie. And and I guess that's a quote from the movie. And so she spent the entire stream just being like going over like silly names the fandom has come up with for Renesmee because like it's such a cringy name.
It is such a weird name.
Right? My favorite one was Rename Me.
It's a desperate cry for help.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great if it was just a filler name, like name this character later sort of name, and then the editor just never caught it.
I actually love stuff like that. I love naming a character and just going like, bah, whatever, because I'm also a writer, mostly fanfic, and like my main character is a character that you can rename from a video game and make your whole thing. I just chose the name that they gave her.
Oh, okay.
I just chose the one that was already there. And
the auto-generated, yeah.
Yeah, the auto-generated name, and no regrets. But yeah, perhaps a name generator would be better, because what happened is that Renesmee was named after Renee and Esme, which was like both the characters' grandmothers.
Oh, okay. See, that makes a little more sense than just it's called a first name and a middle name, Bella. That's the point of those.
This is the name of a killer, Bella. Yeah, that's not even the worst part about Renesmee. Then there's the whole, like, Jacob imprinting upon Renesmee.
Imprinting is for ducks, okay? It's for baby ducks. We don't need to be doing that with other...
Silly Jacob, imprinting is for baby ducks.
Anyway, the group stream went really well.
Sorry.
I am particularly proud of my nails. I'm just going to brag about them real quick. I did these really cool black background and then these eyeball nails. And then I went ahead and I just glued some googly eyes on there just to be extra. Just to add a little excitement.
They were so cool. I love that eye nail art. You got to check out Dani's Instagram to see these eyes.
They'll be up there by the time this comes out.
Yeah, because like they were dotting tool eyes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes. And so they just got like the 3 concentric dots and then like one off to the side to make it look like
little shine or whatever.
Shine. Yeah. And then your little googly eyes, and Brie also had some googly eyes.
We got the exact same ones. We both went to
Yeah,
and got ourselves some wiggle eyes.
They're They're not googly eyes, okay? They're wiggle eyes. Get it right.
But yeah, that was hosted by Doomed Red Shirt. So check out her links in the description. She is an amazing part of the Polish Posse. We absolutely love Doomed. But I'm gonna say, as exciting as my wiggle eye nails were, your nails, I think, stole the show a little. You did a very simple design, but it was enhanced by a specific nail shape you have chosen. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, I would love to tell you more about my specific nail shape I have chosen. So, I have long been a vocal hater of the lipstick nail shape ever since I found out about it. I saw somebody post on Instagram and they were like, can we talk about lipstick nails? They're so underrated. And if you don't know what a lipstick nail is, it's where you just kind of file your nails on a slant and it looks like a stick of lipstick, like a side view of a stick of lipstick. And I saw that and I was like, no, we can't talk about this. These nails are not underrated at all. They are rated just right. Who the hell wants that? But then y'all know me. Y'all know that one thing, there's a very, very fine line between me hating something and loving something. Just like it's a circle, and like the hate and love are just right next to each other.
Right there.
And so I already had it in my mind that either next time I broke a nail or next time I was decided to go really low, I maybe set a sub goal or something and do like lipstick nails or something wild. And then wouldn't you know it, I was opening up a bag of Trader Joe's gnocchi. And I cracked my ring finger in just the right place. And you could hear it click. I made a video where like it would fit right where it broke.
Yep.
It was just crying for help. It was like, help me. And I was like, I guess today's the day. So whenever I break a nail, which has been twice now since I started streaming, I do an emergency stream, and I posted it at my Instagram. No, sorry. I did post it on my Instagram. I posted it in the Discord, and I'm like, emergency stream in an hour. And people are like, oh my God, what's happening? I'm like, do you think that if like, I don't know, like something was like really wrong, I would just like cryptically be like, emergency stream?
You gotta stream about it. Yeah.
Yeah. No. If you ever see me say an emergency stream, if it's an emergency, something that like you would not consider an emergency, then like an emergency stream or an emergency post. It's
it's a content creator making content. That's I mean, remember
exactly. I'm not the kind of content creator that my house is going to be on fire and I'm like, hey everybody, I'm evacuating my cats right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Please don't be that kind of nobody be that kind of content creator.
Do not. No. If I ever say it's an emergency, I try to treat things with the gravity they deserve. But that was my
Although I did just get a really funny image of you like shaky camera, cat thrown over your shoulder, running away like, hey guys, welcome to the stream.
I am pretty strict about my streaming schedule. So if anyone's gonna do it, I'm gonna be like, okay, we're gonna have to do this on the lawn. I did get out with my bottle of Synthetic Symphony.
Ooh, that's a good challenge. Okay, house is on fire. Animals and husband have been saved. What polish are you going back for?
Okay. What polish am I going back for? You know what I would have to say, probably, and I have reasons behind this. Beyond the Moss, potato salad polish.
Okay.
That is probably the number one I would go back for. And that is because I don't think it's ever going to be made again.
You're right. I would probably try to rip down my my shelf that has all of my polish pickup, because you're right, we can order another bottle of Synthetic Symphony.
Yeah,
you know, we can get more Orleys. We cannot get more potato salad.
No. And even Grandpa's Garden, which is like my favorite PPU of all time.
Yeah,
if anything's gonna in years from now become a actual thing Envy sells from PPU, if they ever get to the point where they're allowed to sell it again, it's gonna be Grandpa's Garden. It was so popular.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, a potato salad polish should be number one.
Yeah.
And
I have to agree with you there.
Maybe my initial my first bottle of Belugaria just for just for the feels.
Yeah. I guess I would try to grab as many of my Holo Taco boxes as I could. Because again, we can replace a lot of the polishes. Not all of them. You know, there are some limited edition, but like my boxes. I need my boxes.
Well, if I was going back for anything, I would go back for my stuffed platypus Platy. And,
okay,
of course, my child Xtina. I can't let her die in the fire. But then I would grab my nail polish.
There's a lot of things I'd prefer not to lose in a fire, being completely honest.
Yeah.
But like polish related, yeah, definitely. You're right. PPU, which I know we're jumping a little ahead of ourselves here, but tomorrow it's Halloween. And it's PPU bingo night, and I am so excited.
I know it's going to be over by the time that this comes out, but it's going to be a blast. Like,
yes. Love bingo night.
We're going to be doing the thing that I hate most when everybody else does, which is celebrating Christmas before Halloween is even over, because this is tis the season. But in their defense,
it takes a month to ship.
Exactly. So by the time it gets to you, it's going to be Christmas. You don't want to be getting it like after Christmas.
Right. Or even like right before Christmas, because basically as soon as Thanksgiving happens, that weekend, we're starting our Christmas manis. Like, it's time to go. We got to get that holly jolly on.
So anyway, tangent aside, I've been hating on this nail shape, but my nail broke in just the right way that doing this nail shape was like very obvious. And it's Halloween. So in my emergency stream, I just went ahead and I did all my nails on a diagonal. So you can check out my Instagram, because there are plenty of these. And oh boy, were people very, very vocal about their opinions. Mostly positive, though.
I think they're cool. I think they're really cool. Now, for year-round, no. But like for a Halloween special, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think that they are going to eventually go away, either once one of them breaks, which is like absolutely inevitable. They're at a very extreme angle.
Yes.
And one side is much higher than the other. But I decided during that stream to do my entry for the Weird Manny Squad, which I am a part of on Instagram. And I painted them silver. And then I sponged on. I made sure to look up what actual bloody knife looks like that has like stabbed or sliced somebody. Because I'm like, well, I can't have blood dripping off the end, and like it's not like there's just like streams of blood.
They need to
down.
be realistic.
They need to be realistic. So I painted them with Zoya Trixie. Then I sponged on Persistent Memory by Orly from their fall collection,
which is a very nice deep red. So that is a perfect spooky blood color.
Yeah, I love that color. I love that collection. And later on this episode, we're going to talk about a new Orly collection. But I do want to specify that between two Orly collections that we have feelings about was a very good fall collection that we had really good feelings about, which we'll go into later. But but you know how like negative things stick in your mind more than positive things? I think that's
it's a thing.
It's a thing. So I did that for my nails, and they look absolutely wicked. You could definitely go to my Instagram and see. And I've been having so much fun with them. I painted my most cursed polish, which was Essie Bulgaria, on my cursed nails. And man,
I need to get some of that. That's the one that looks like asphalt, right?
Yeah.
Like straight up, you could pave a road with that polish.
I hear on Amazon right now, somebody's selling it for $6. So like,
nice.
I think
I might. I
think you should. You know, like, that's one of the one polishes. I did a big not de-stash, but like, I decluttered. I did a big declutter at my house and gave away most of my nail polishes. But that was one that I did not. My mom gave it to me, and she was like, "Hey, this is like a cool black glitter polish," and I put it on, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And then I just learned to love it. So yeah, that actually lasted. And then I started looking around and seeing that it was on like everybody's least favorite nail polishes or weirdest, worst nail polishes list. And
which means it needs to be in our collection. I mean, that's what we do.
Exactly. What's life for, unless it's for collecting ugly polishes?
Exactly. So what, since Halloween is tomorrow, the spooky season is coming to an end, what are some of your favorite Halloween manis you've done this year?
Oh man, that I've done this year? Okay, so the stabby knifey ones.
I mean, yeah, amazing.
Obviously, thank you. Obviously, they do come to mind. Let me look up my Instagram because I don't know what I did this year. Oh, well. So, boy, I've done some things. So this year was the year of chroma depth for me.
Yes.
Of the 3D technique that I've been working on, which I did not make up this technique. They sell chroma depth glasses. I did not make those and put them on Amazon. So this is a thing that somebody else came up with. But I did some nails inspired by my favorite horror movie. Well, one of my favorite horror movies, Suspiria.
Oh, yeah. Those are amazing.
Thank you. I did hand painting on those, and I think they turned out really, really good. The other one that I did that I think may objectively be the best thing I've done this year. I don't know. The next one's pretty good too. But I did the Sanderson sisters.
Oh, yeah. Those were really good.
Yeah, from Hocus Pocus. I did those in chroma depth. And when you look at the pictures of them under blacklight with the chroma depth glasses, they really, really pop. That hair really
Yes.
pops. In my family, we love Hocus Pocus, as do most families. I feel. But my mom's dog is named after Winifred Sanderson. And my mom's favorite nail color is orange. So I'm just saying that if you have Winifred by Enchanted out there, I will pay some money to buy that off of you. I'm very desperate to find that. But yeah, so I did that with mostly greens in the background because the cool tones pop less than the warm tones. Unfortunately, Mary Sanderson, Kathy Najimy's witch, has black hair. So I used my blacklight reactive polish, but that turns blue under blacklight, so she does not pop.
That's okay. I mean, yeah, it's it's kind of limited between trying to get the effect you want and still keeping true to the characters. I think they look amazing. So
thank you.
You did good.
Yeah, I love them. And no, I haven't seen the new Hocus Pocus. I have my reasons. They're personal and stupid, but they're my reasons, and I'll watch it eventually. And then the last one, I'm not going to get too descriptive here, but I did some spooky broads.
Yes,
I had a name for them, and I did some sexy looking spooky broads. I did them over Cuticulas Never Sleep Again, which is a red base with like a red to orange, I would say, kind of duochrome shimmer in it, and then black specks. And I think since I got this, which was like this month, I have worn this polish more than I've worn any other pickup polish I've ever gotten.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's just so perfect for the season.
It is. It is.
Yeah. So I did a kind of sexy looking ghost face from Scream. And then I did a sexy devil. Oh, I did do some oh gosh, I've done so much stuff I haven't even posted, haven't I?
Yeah, you have. Because I was like, I was thinking of the other not safe for work nails you did.
Oh, yeah. These ones, I wanted to do a not safe for work, but then I realized that they weren't going to actually have anything I couldn't post or do on Twitch or Instagram, so I didn't. I also did dirty dark ride nails, which, yeah, I'll post those. I'll try to post those today, to be honest, because I want to get them out for Halloween. But that was another freehand adventure. And oh boy, it sure was something. We had a really good time at the stream.
You just keep hitting those sub goals. We want to see more and more.
Yeah, I forgot to reset my sub goal right after that, and that's when a lot of people's renewed. So it is going to be a little while before I think I get back there again. So we'll have maybe a little bit of a break, unless we don't, which sometimes happens. So yeah, I also use the Kelly Marissa collection to do kind of like that layered ghost Manny. Everybody really liked that. Then everybody proceeded to do it better than me, which is good. I'm glad, because mine didn't. in my humble opinion, I think I could have done mine better. So I'm glad to see everybody kind of like taking that up. But so yeah, that's a basic rundown of what I have done this season. Danie, you've done more than me, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I did do my Glam Nails challenge, which I like to do every month, which is a minimum of 9 manis, then a few on my own. So yeah, I've got a lot of Halloween manis up there. It starts off with my sub-episode. I show all 5 manis that I did for that, plus the lizard skin mani. Feel free to check that out. And then I did some little ghost cats. I think my favorites that I did were definitely my haunted house, which was a orange to black gradient with some stamping over top of it. I think those came out really nice. Mm-hmm. I used a lot of glow in the dark this season, as I like to do. Glow in the dark and neons are my favorite things for Halloween. I am very proud of my attempt at chroma depth. Even though I got the colors mixed around, it still worked out. I did slimy brains. So I did a pink brain in the background, and then this like radioactive bright green slime on top of it. Like when they glow under the black light, oh my gosh, that slime really glows and it looks really cool.
They like pop them a lot. Really well. I love them.
And my most recent post as of recording this, I'll have my googly eyes up probably tomorrow. Last night, I was like, oh, there's one more prompt. I have to do graveyard prompt. I kind of forgot about it. Things got busy. So I just kind of did them last night, honestly, on a whim. And they came out so good. Like, I'm really proud of these guys.
Yeah, these are incredible. Yeah. Go ahead, describe them.
Sorry. It's no one can know. You'll just have to go look.
Yeah. No, tell the people.
It is a dark blue to green to light blue gradient in the background. So kind of like a haunty sort of gradient. And then I did these little gravestones from a pet cemetery stamp from Maniology. So it has like a little cat on it, little paw print, little bunny rabbit. And then I put little ghosts of those animals kind of overlapping with the gravestones. And I just left them as white stamping, but what I did is I filled them in with the glow-in-the-dark polish, so they look see-through in the daylight, and then, of course, once you go in the dark, they glow really bright, and it's awesome. And that's the Orly glow-in-the-dark, so I never got the Holo Taco glow-in-the-dark. I missed out on that this year, but I will try to get it next year and do a little comparison, but honestly, my year-old Orleys are still going strong, so still got my glow-in-the-dark on.
They look so incredible. It is such a good, tight, cohesive idea. You know, I love seeing just an idea where you're like, yeah, I get it. That is like it's a whole story on the nail.
Yep, it's exactly what I like to do.
Yeah.
I do wish my nails were back to their longer length so that they didn't, you know, because right now the ghosts kind of overlap the gravestones a little too much and you kind of miss some details. But maybe I'll redo this mani next year when my nails are long. We'll see.
I like it. I think that it really adds some fluidity to the piece, that they're kind of touching it, that they're not necessarily completely disconnected from their grave.
Gotcha.
It forced you to kind of be creative about it. And I think that really worked in your favor, in my opinion, at least.
Well, thank you.
So you used, for your background, what were the actual colors? I'm assuming these are Holo Taco for this gradient.
Yes. Holo Taco linear holos are my favorite to gradient with. So I used Sunken Secrets, Full Charge, and then Sparkling Water. So it was the Dark Rainbow collection, the Electro Holo collection, and then the Pastel Rainbow, which seems like kind of odd colors, but I really like that dark blue with the Full Charge with the green. Ooh, that's some good spooky vibes right there.
Yeah, it's really transformative, I have to say, because I didn't recognize. I assumed the last one was Sparkling Water, but I didn't recognize any of these.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
No, they just really, but they gradiented beautifully, and I think because they had such different kind of vibes about them, there was kind of a muddiness to them, which I mean in the best way, because like you said, it kind of adds to the spookiness of the graveyard. Yeah, like a sunset in a spooky, misty pet cemetery. It's so good, Danie.
Thank you.
Good. I love them.
I really hope we get some more collections from Holo Taco, like the Electro Holo collection, because like we've gotten 3 rainbows, which is amazing, but I don't know where else to go with these rainbows. You know, we got a pastel, we got the original, and we got a dark. So now I really want to see more of those in between colors. you know. So the lime green from Electro Hollows. Maybe we need you know, kind of some more of the different pinks, some more oranges. I'm always looking for more oranges.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Hollow Taco, your brown and orange game, but don't give me a brown when you want to give me an orange.
Right. Just give me a whole collection of brown and oranges. There you go.
Yeah, like
let me pick
a whole collection of like nude hollows. Is that too much to ask?
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, we have some things to say about Hollow Taco here on this podcast. And it's a lot. So I think it might be time for us to go oil those cutes.
Alrighty.
Hi everyone, it's Fanaticure, and I'm here to tell you about the upcoming Polish Posse group stream. On Wednesday, November 16th, join me, DanieShout, and the rest of the core Polish Posse group on Unique Nails by Breeze stream for glittery nails inspired by Twilight. These are the nails of a killer, Bella, so check out the description for more info and don't miss it. All right, we are back. Our cutes have been oiled.
And greasy in a good way.
Yeah, we are we are greasy AF over here. And I just got a brand new, Danie did too. Everybody who got the Orly Color Pass got this amazing, I love it, new Cuticle Oil yes. Plus. And it has this delightful orange scent. And when I call a scent delightful, you know.
Yes.
You know it is delightful because I'm extremely sensitive to scents. But this one I can use and I really love, and it has a very light orange scent. And as far as the things that arrived in that box, this is as good as it got. Holy crap, Orly, what the heck is this collection?
Yeah, this cuticle oil was definitely my favorite thing that came out of the box. I mean, because it also came... Okay, so before we talk about the polishes, we'll talk about the gifts. So I agree, the cuticle oil is great. I keep it by my bedside, and it's got a nice applicator tip for, like, dousing the underside of my nails before I go to bed. So I wake up hydrated. And the other gift was a little reusable tote bag that was very difficult to unwrap. Did you try to open it?
I opened it on stream because I did the live unboxing on stream.
Yeah, you did a blind unboxing, didn't you? You had no idea.
Yeah,
I had
absolutely no idea. And I opened the bag, and I gotta say, as far as those bag within a bag fold into the smaller bag so you have a shopping bag, as far as those go, that's the cutest one I've seen. However, I hate those.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be using this for anything.
I'm not gonna use it. It's just a pretty piece of garbage, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. And it was a good indicator of things to come once we did actually open up the collection box itself. Since you blind reacted on stream, tell us what were your thoughts, because you were on camera and feeling feelings as you opened it. So tell us about that.
Oh, God. My thoughts were just like... I think that Danie put it best when we talked about the Pop Collection. Here's the difference between the Pop Collection and this is the Futurism Collection. Our Futurist Collection, which is different. Futurism. Which is a different... art style than I thought it was. I can't even describe this art style. It's kind of just like surrealism got bored. But yeah, it was kind of like, you okay, Orly? Are you sick? Literally. So it's an all shimmers and metallics and foil collection. And I could not describe it worse for the amount of boredom that it bestowed. It looked like a spring collection that I would have been disappointed with in the spring. It looks like metallic Easter eggs. I don't think that there was anything winter about it. And it was just so incredibly muted. Of course, Devi Cat, one of the people who's in my audience a lot, who is a partner over on Twitch and does amazing art, was there. And Devi Cat loves pastels, and as I put it, tends to see the beauty in things that I don't. Was like, these are so pretty, and I was just like, bless you, Devi.
Bless you.
And then I decided to, on Saturday, I was insulting them more, and I was doing my spooky broad manicure. And I just kept messing up, and so we decided they also haunted my house.
Yes.
Yeah, Danie had a seance for me, which seems to have worked.
I tried. I lit one candle and I said, "Begone, Orly Ghost," and that's my seance because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm glad that it seemed to have worked out.
Yeah.
I tried to do some fluid art with these polishes and make them look cool, and they still just looked muted. No matter what I did, I couldn't get their colors to really pop. And here's the thing. I love metallics for the winter if they're jewel toned.
Yeah.
I want to see some deep, rich colors, and then a metallic spin is perfectly fine. But yeah, you're right. It looks like the way Lilu described it on my stream was a sad or sick unicorn. Like this is a unicorn that you need to take to the vet because its colors have faded and it's looking sad. And I don't know. I want to make them work because I feel like they do have potential, but my efforts thus far, it hasn't worked out.
See, like,
unfortunately.
I wish I had your faith in them because I don't feel like they have any potential at all. I feel like they are just, like, they're ugly colors and, like, you know, the opacity on the metallics is pretty impressive for how light they are. But oh my gosh, like the worst one in my opinion, it's called Dynamism. And it is this dusty, pale, sickly mauve shade.
Yeah, this one's definitely the worst.
It is so ugly. It is opaque AF. It is so, I was just like, I can't, and I love ugly polishes, but not like this, Orly.
No, not like this, Orly, please. The pop collection was funny. You know,
yeah.
it had a personality. Did we like it? No, of course not. It was a mess. But like at least it had something going for it. This one, I'm just kind of confused because it's supposed to be like future inspired. So, you know, I guess this is supposed to be like a robot world or something. So it's okay. Here's what happened with this collection, right? It's the future, and the apocalypse has happened. Robots have taken over, but it's the bad version where everything's muted and dull, and you need to blow something up to bring a revolution. That's this collection. We were supposed to go the other way, Orly. We're supposed to go towards the bright, shining, like beautiful future.
Yeah, this is the depressing future.
Not mauve.
Not not pale, dusty poop mauve. Like, okay, I just started making myself like it better, but
but yeah, that's the best word I can come up for. Whatever metallic pigment they put in there added too much silver, and it looks dusty. It looks like there is dust on the polish, and it's I want to clean them.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it just looks like something went wrong.
Yeah.
Like something somewhere went wrong. And yeah, your fluid art with them, they were all just so gray that there was just no differentiation in there. And you know what it made me think of, actually thinking of like back? It's kind of like the nail polish embodiment of like art on the wall of a therapist's office.
Yeah, no one's like touched it it's got the film.
It's got the film on it, and it was already muted, and it was just like a little like, I don't know, wintry like northeastern beach scene that like you know is only made to be put into like doctors and therapists' office, and they're like, you feel so peaceful, and I'm like, I don't know, this feels like, I would say sterile, but there is a coat of dust over it.
Yeah, no, it feels gross.
It feels gross. Yeah, it really looks like we weren't supposed to see these.
Yeah,
like it really looks like they didn't plug them in before they sent it to us.
Which, I don't know, it makes me so sad because last year I liked all 4 of the Color Pass collections. I loved almost every single polish that came out, and even the ones that I wasn't that excited about, they still like made a nice collection.
Yeah.
You know? This one, we've now had 2 collections from Orly where we're just Like, what's going on over there?
Yeah, at least what I will say about the Pop collection, one thing, it was funny. We had a funny time with it. But also, every polish in that collection on its own, at least, was a good polish. I've used those polishes a lot. I have used that blue from that collection a lot. I've used that yellow an absolute ton. Beautiful, creamy, dreamy yellow. Yeah. Like, it's wonderful. That topper, that gold topper, I didn't get it with the collection, but like, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous topper. This, I'm like, my husband was like, I actually like those. And I was like, I got great news for you, sweetie. Do whatever you want with these.
They're yours. And that's my hope. I hope that some people do enjoy this collection. And for those who feel the same way we do and not at all impressed, I will give you some hope from Orly. Their breathable line, their transitioning fall to winter line for the breathables, absolutely gorgeous. I didn't purchase them yet. I might go back and grab some of those colors, but that's honestly the collection I would have preferred.
In the spirit, isn't it?
In the spirit, yeah. No, that collection is absolutely gorgeous, and I really like that. Especially Cran Barely Believe It. I mean, come on, these puns.
Yeah, that collection is gorgeous. I don't know if there is room in my collection for them because they are kind of shades that I think I could kind of dupe out of my own collection. But yeah, if you're looking for a nice transitional fall to winter collection, that's a beautiful collection.
Or if you're just missing out on some Orleys and you're like, man, I don't want Sick Unicorn. Well, there you go. Go look at the breathable line.
Yeah, the breathable line I think has really been stepping up because they did do that massive nudes collection. Oh yeah. And I just think that was such an amazing move on Orly's part to just like, I feel like that collection, and correct me if I'm wrong, come at me, bro. I'm definitely willing to talk. With that collection, they went from like, kind of as dark as skin can be almost. They maybe could go one darker, but very, very dark to very, very light, and everything in between with their nudes collection in the breathable line, which is really amazing because some people, due to, I believe, religious practices, do prefer the breathable line. And so I think it's really amazing that they took the collection that anybody can wear that is made for just, wearing on its own. So even people who just buy the polish and aren't into nail polish and, don't know to put a base coat and top coat on it, like so incredibly accessible. And so I think that really does deserve applause. Like, Orly's my favorite mainstream brand. And yeah.
Thank you, Orly.
Thank you, Orly. This was not the business this season, but you got to mess up some more if you want to lose me. So I complain because I love you.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing, right? Like, we've had such good collections from them in the past that I know we're going to get good collections in the future. It is unfortunate that we got a winter collection that neither of us are really into, and I will still try to use them. I think my mistake was trying to use too many colors at once, and they kind of blurred together. So I'm going to try just one color at a time with some winter manis, see how it goes. See if I can make this collection work for me.
I feel like I want to like curse you with a task, not to actually curse you, but be like, get back on Orly's Instagram with a winter collection.
I was trying to do that with my fluid art because I did it with the pop art collection. It's like every time there's a collection that we don't like, my goal is to make the best nail art out of it I possibly can. So I will, challenge accepted. I will do that.
Yeah. Get in there. Give them heck. Get in there. So I do love Orly, although I do have criticism, and there's another brand that we love that we also have criticism for, unfortunately, right now, and that brand, I think everybody probably can guess, is Holo Taco right now.
When did you get your order?
Oh boy, I ordered the day the collection went out,
which was the 8th.
Which was the 8th, and I got them on, I believe, that would be 20 full days later. Friday the 28th is when I got that. I didn't buy, so I often get my Holo Taco later than other people, and I think it's because I either don't buy the whole collection or I add things on. So with the dark rainbow, I added on their brushes, their like nail art brush sets, which was amazing. I love their nail art brush set. And I also added on a few of the skinny brushes because I switched out some of my Holo Taco brushes with KB Shimmer brushes, and that was a mistake. But I rectified that mistake though, and just ordered some of their skinny brushes again because I just didn't need that. So I got those a little bit late, and then this one, it was like, oh my goodness, like when is this? It took them like probably 10 days to ship, and then 10 days from shipping to getting here. And of course, when I got it, I was like, did I actually get stuff? Like, like what's actually left? How long did it take you to get yours?
It took a normal amount of time.
Okay, it's a normal amount of time. Yeah, we don't know exactly what day Danie got hers, but yeah, mine took approximately 1,000,000 years, which in nail polish standards is 20 days. And so now I finally have it, and especially because I just have the one polish, I'm kind of like, do I really care about opening this?
Yeah, that's right, because you just got Double Dare, right?
I just got Double Dare. Yeah, and you didn't wake up early enough to get everything.
Yeah. For anyone who knows me knows I generally buy the entire bundle or the entire collection for Holo Taco. So my intention was to go ahead and get everything that was released on the 8th, which was the Double Dare limited edition polish, the Favorite Sister, Jen's birthday polish, and then the 2 creams, glow in the dark taco, and the bag. But I woke up too late and the glow in the dark taco and the bag had sold out, which not the biggest deal in the world. I have glow in the dark tacos. I'm a little bummed about the bag. I signed up for them to notify me when it's back in stock because that would be really nice to have. But yeah, I was only maybe an hour and a half late, and they had sold out of 2 out of the 6 items already. It was like, oh man. So
yeah, that is so wild. But also, just from, we're not going to name any names or even any group names, but just out of the groups that at least I am a part of, and I'm sure that a lot of people here have seen, like, the backlash about them running out of that glow in the dark top coat was absolutely wild.
I think it was uncalled for because it's kind of a, if they ran out of the limited edition that quickly, I could understand a little upsetness. It's limited edition and it's a special formula, but glow in the dark, you can, Orly's got some. Everybody's got some. Like, you can just go get some more glow in the dark polish. It's not a big deal.
Sally Hansen's got some. Good old Sal. Go to the drugstore. You're fine.
Yeah, like, it's okay. I thought that was strange because I've seen backlash from about Holo Taco running out of things before. It's surprising to me how passionate people get. I mean, granted, we have a whole podcast dedicated to polish, but like how upset people get about when companies run out of things. And, we could talk about that. Like, would a pre-order system fix that? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. There's so many complexities on the other end of running a business. But yeah, the glow in the dark really surprised me. Just the murmurs in the comments, it was like, you could just go get some. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. What I find kind of funny is that, like, I feel like I found this criticism from kind of like both sides of the aisle, as it were. From like Christine lovers and Christine haters, Holo Taco lovers and haters, because it's really amazing how fast people who don't like Christine will like come to like crap on a polish they didn't want and were never going to get.
Yeah.
It's like, that's always, I'm like, yeah, she's making people mad who like never were going to buy her polishes in the first place.
Right. So like, shush, Shush.
Yeah. And people who just have no idea what it's like to order stock. I mean, I've been talking to some polish creators recently, and I've heard what it's like to have to order stock and realize you've over-ordered, realize you're never going to ever use everything that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like Holo Taco uses a lab, so I don't really know how that works. But I don't really know how that works.
Yeah.
And neither does almost anybody I know who's openly complaining about it, because I think that anybody who really has anything to do with actually making nail polish isn't in the business of trash talking other nail polish brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's people who are actually big fans of Holo Taco and are very sad and are very upset that they didn't get to fill out their collection, because there's so many people like you who get every single collection box.
Yeah, I do a 100% completion sort of collection. But here's the thing. Again, I don't know if we emphasize this. The glow-in-the-dark topper is not limited edition. It is seasonal, but it's not limited edition. We will see it again. Starly, the Planets collection, sold out fast when it first launched, and I waited a good year and a half before they restocked it, and then I got it on the second round. It's just a thing. It's it's not the biggest deal in the world if you don't get it on the first round. So yeah, I don't know. I would like to see some more understanding, at least from the Christine haters side. That's a whole different psychology going on. But from the Holo Taco lovers side, the side that I'm on, I'd like to see a little bit more understanding that it's hard to anticipate numbers. It's hard to anticipate stock and all of those, it's a really difficult thing to try and predict how well something is going to sell, especially a new formula you haven't done before, like glow in the dark. Because I can see from Christine's perspective, now she hasn't, so far as I know, come out and said any of this, but how we were thinking, yeah, everybody can get a glow in the dark fairly easily. Here I am releasing my version. It's just one out of many options, so probably she didn't think it would sell out that fast.
Yeah. And I mean, there's all of this criticism about Christine and her glow-in-the-dark topper, but no one's giving OPI any grief except for me about their response to the glow-in-the-dark trend. Now, I realize that amongst people who are indie polish enjoyers, that pretty much there are two brands that people could literally care less about, and that is OPI and Essie.
I was OPI and Essie.
OPI and Essie.
I own neither of those.
Yeah, I own a fair bit because I do love myself some bargain shopping. Yeah. And you can find those at TJ Maxx and Five Below. But I was scrolling through my Instagram and saw the most insulting post by OPI. Oh my goodness. And I was just cracking up. They literally took obviously with permission, somebody's Instagram post where they took another company's glow-in-the-dark pigment and mixed it with OPI top coat, not even a suspension base, to make their own glow-in-the-dark top coat. And I'm like, OPI, is this really the look we're going for today?
just slap it together.
You just woke up and chose nothing. Go girl, give us nothing.
Go girl, give us nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And I don't care. I'll dunk on OPI. There are some OPI shades I like. There are some OPI shades I don't like.
They'll be okay.
They will be okay. But no, I could go on forever about the stupid stuff that OPI does and has done, and I'm sure will do in the future. I just had to bring that up because I was just like, do I have to get my eyes checked? Is this really?
Did this really just happen?
Is this really the look, OPI? I feel like you would be better off just ignoring. I mean, OPI ignores the trends well enough in the first place.
Yeah.
Just go stay in your old lady lane.
Yeah.
Give us, 18 reds again. And
that's all we're asking. It's just.
So, I do want to do one shout out for one OPI polish.
Okay.
And that is a polish. I saw Kelly Marissa swatch this, and I'm actually looking at the OPI website right now, and The pictures the OPI website has for it is a lot more satisfying than what Kelly was able to get out of it. And I trust one of these sources. And the other source I don't trust quite as much. So I'm tempted to think that Kelly did it a little bit better. But it's called I Pink It's Snowing. And it is a metallic base with some hex glitters. And if it isn't a pink, pineapples have peelings too.
It is. It is.
Yeah. So I will almost certainly be buying I Pink It's Snowing, but you know, I'm going to be getting that at TJ Maxx. And this whole collection is going to be at TJ Maxx because their whole holiday collection last year was at TJ Maxx. And that was good.
But yeah, it's
yeah, that like their linear hollows are actually probably my favorite formula.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe give them a try then.
Oh my goodness. Like I don't even know if you can still get them, but if you can, do. But I love Turn Bright After Sunset. That's my favorite black linear hollow. And Paint the Tinseltown Red.
Oh, I have heard of that one.
Oh, it's how dare you, OPI? But don't worry, they made it up to me by releasing, like, I was actually kind of excited when I saw this collection on Cully Marissa's YouTube channel because I think it might be OP I'm a Gem, which, let me tell you,
that's the one I'm interested in. Yeah, the teal chunky glitter.
Oh, actually, that's not what I thought it was, but yeah, this one is also a little bit like it's a little pineapples have peelings too as well. That's actually
we're always chasing that pineapple.
We're always yeah. So no, the one I'm thinking of is Decked to the Pines because in the bottle pictures it really looks almost like a Metamorphosis dupe from Orly from their good collection that I think we're going to get into next episode. The collection that we love.
Yes, we'll finally talk about it.
Finally talk about it. Don't worry, Orly. We still love you. We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Yeah.
This one swatcher, though, they have a gif of a swatcher, and she has a dark skin tone, and oh my lord, she looks gorgeous in this.
Nice.
There were some metallics in this collection that were really good, including this one, but it kind of has, in the bottle mostly, this kind of duochrome aspect to it, and I thought it was going to be a dupe of Metamorphosis, which I was kind of halfway between How Dare You and Good Job about that. How dare you stand where he
You'll
stood.
never be him.
Yeah, exactly. You'll never be Metamorphosis. Yeah, like we're in the exact same place. But yeah, this was a hit or miss collection, as all OPI collections are, because
yeah, but they're so massive that there's enough hits in there usually for you to get, a decent, decent little collection of your own.
Yeah, and what was really funny is that, not to put Kelly's reviews on blast, but she did review, is that, especially, I think Charmed, I'm sure, was one that was a pink shimmer. She was like, I'm pretty sure I could get this in a better formula from OPI. And I was talking to Hillary, and she very wisely said, no one dupes themselves like OPI.
Yeah.
But you gotta, at the rate that they release polishes.
Right. They're always putting out new shades constantly, and it's like, okay, yeah, you're gonna run into some self-dupes there.
Yeah, if you're going to cut any brand, I would, I do buy OPI. I almost always buy them kind of aftermarket at TJ Maxx for a discount. But dang, OPI is the one to cut, because I don't think that there is, I don't think that there's really much redeeming qualities about OPI. I don't even think that they're cruelty free.
Yeah.
They definitely aren't really looking out for, like, the planet in how many just duplicate polishes they make, Like, I already kind of struggle with, like, man, I consume a lot, and yeah, most of it's glass, but a lot of it's plastic. And, you do kind of have to balance that in your own life. But
yeah, I will say, nail polish collecting is not an environmentally friendly hobby, but you can still make choices within it. You can still choose brands that, like you said, cruelty-free, vegan. Where do they source their materials from? There's some, I've been getting really into the indie brands, and honestly, lately, the smaller the better. I'm really enjoying looking through the little Etsy shops, and finding little homemade polishes and stuff like that. So
basement polishes.
Huh?
Some basement polishes.
I'm looking for basement polishes. So if you are a basement polish producer, hit me up. I wanna check out your stuff.
Yeah, put a hair in there for me. I actually did get a hair. I did get a hair.
You did?
I don't know if I want to list the brand who did this because I don't want to give them a bad name.
No, but that is amazing.
I did recently buy from an indie brand, and I was swatching them, and I pulled out the brush, and I believe it was cat hair. And I was like, finally. Thank you. Finally. Because I know the other people aren't going to be as jazzed to find a cat hair in their polish as me. But I'm like, hook me up. Hook me up to the source.
It's just, this is how I know things are real, right? That's how I know we're not living in a matrix, is if I find a cat hair in my basement polish.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so interesting because, like, when we talk about reusing and trying to be more environmentally sustainable, we get brands like Death Valley Polish. Is it Death Valley Polish, Death Valley Lacquer?
Death Valley Nails. Yeah.
Yeah, we get brands like Death Valley Nails who used just like beef bones that were going to go to waste in their polish.
Not vegan, but also a cool way to honor these animals. I bought that one. I have a lot of their Dust to Dust collection, and I really love it. And all that is just ground up natural materials and then the suspension base. And there you go. That's the polish. They're very sheer, and honestly, I like to use them as toppers. But like, it's such a cool concept to me, and I want to see more things like that. Like, OPI, we love you and your crazy amount of releases and stuff. Like, you do you, but like, I want to see some more unique twists on polish. It's time for new things. That's what I want to see this next season, is just new ideas.
Yeah, I think, it's easy for us to say because we are not relying on these polishes to make our bread. And in fact, like, kind of the weirder the better for us, because people will tune in to just watch us do the weird thing. And they don't need to go take the polish home. They don't need to pay anything to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely for me, definitely for Danie, like, we are looking for unique takes. Absolutely unique takes. And that's what's gonna get us to buy. It's like the NSYNC boys said. I want to say Backstreet Boys, and I was like, that's bye. Yeah, that's Danie and I, like, every day of the week. Bye. Anyway, I think that is enough for today. The tea has been spilt.
We gotta clean it up now.
yeah, we spilled the
part
tea.
No one ever talks about is how sticky everything is, and you gotta clean it up.
I should not put honey in that tea. This is how we get ants.
Do you want ants? I yell that, just a side note, I yell that at my students all the time. If they're like eating a snack messily in class and they get crumbs on my desk, I'm like, do you want ants? Do you want ants?
Because this is how we get ants.
This is how we get ants.
This is how Danie and I got ants today, is by spilling this tea all over the floor. So yeah, that is it. Thank you all so much for listening and coming back and listening again and again every week. Be sure to check out Danie and I on Twitch and Instagram. I am Fanaticure. She is DanieShout. All of our links and our schedule is in the description. Join us next time when we tell a joke that we haven't written yet.
Stay lacquered.